Hi cupcakes, welcome back to my channel Taekook Noted. This is episode 1 of when his cool neighbor saw him then. In this video, storyline character voice and editing is mine. And if you don't like the voiceover, then please silence the voice. Today's shout out goes to MPS Walker, Amrita, Amina, Afsar, Nilima, Sid, and Anmol Hamid. I hope that you all will enjoy this video, so let's get started. A cute looking boy with a mullet shifts in a new area. He was unpacking his stuff in his new house with the help of his best friend. First person, yeah, Jimin, are you even helping me or just came here to sit at one place? Jimin, I'm helping you, They. Look, I brought those boxes and now let me relax. They sighs and starts doing everything on his own. After a few hours, he was done, and Jimin left to go to his house. I should go and give these brownies in the neighborhood. And as a good neighbor, he visits his neighbors and give them handmade brownies. But the weird thing was that no one accepted it. So sad they knocks on the final door, the house in front of his. After 10 knocks, the person finally opens the door. Not fully, but just right enough to take a peek of who's outside. Unknown. What? Hey. Hi, I'm Kim Taeyang. I shifted in the house in front, so that man shuts the door. That was rude, but I won't go easily. They again knocks, but no one opens. He knocks continuously until and unless he opens again. Unknown. What? Why are you irritating me? They couldn't see who it was as it didn't open the door completely, and it was dark inside. There wasn't even a slightest sign of light. I just wanted to give these brownies. That person, brownie? Why? Well, to establish a friendly relationship with you. Unknown, why me? Not just you, but everyone. It is a way of bonding and creating a new relation with someone. But others in this neighborhood refuse to take my sweets. They bounce, and unknowingly the guy felt sad for him. That person, you made these yourself? Yeah. That guy brought his hand in front of out of the little space in between the door. That person, give and go. They bounce and hands the Tupperware container to the guy, who immediately pulls his hand in. He was going to close the door, but they stopped him by putting a hand on the door. Hey, just a second. I just wanted to invite you on a dinner tonight at my house. That person, no, go away. He was again going to close the door, but they again came in way. They, please come. I am inviting you with the bottom of my heart. That person, why are you irritating me? Go away. Because you are the one who accepted my sweets. No one else did, otherwise I would have invited them over as well. That person, then here, take your sweets back. It's not good to return someone's gift. That man feels guilty and pulls back his arm through the space. Look, I'm not interested in any dinner, so leave. Please. Jungkook sighs. Fine, I'll be there at 8. They claps. Okay, great. By the way, what's your name? That person. Jungkook. John Jungkook. Jungkook said and closed the door, leaving a pouty day behind. He is very rude, but at least he accepted my brownies. They skipped to his house, unknown of the fact that someone was watching him very keenly, like he is the only one existed. They entered his house and immediately started looking for something to cook. They found something and started to cook. He decided to make tteokbokki, jjajangmyeon, bulgogi, and Korean stew. They was preparing all these things like for 4 hours continuously, and when the food was ready, he hopped on the sofa laying down, stretching his back. I hope he likes it and especially comes here. There are high chances that he might not come. They got up soon after to go in his room and change his clothes. They was coming downstairs, all dressed up in white outfit with a deep V-neck. He looked at the clock and saw the clock strike 8, and at the same time the bell rings. He's on time. They opens the door and the moose sees the most unexpected thing. A young, handsome and the most manliest man standing in front of him in a tuxedo with a box of chocolates. They, Jungkook she. Jungkook nods and they smiled widely, opening the whole door for him to enter the house. Jungkook entered and was a bit uncomfortable due to a lot of lights, as he is not habitual of staying in lights. I'm really happy to see you here. Please sit. Jungkook turns towards Tae and puts his hands out, which held the box of chocolates. For me? Tae points at himself in excitement and Jungkook nods slightly. Oh, thank you so much for this lovely present. Jungkook smiled internally, satisfied to see that Tae is happy by his present. Tae, come sit, I'll serve food. Jungkook sits on the dining chair and waits for Tae to bring food. Tae sets up the table and sits in front of Jungkook. Tae, I made few dishes. I hope you like it. And do you drink wine? Jungkook, Tae, okay then, let me get it. Tae brings a bottle of wine and opens it. He pours it in Jungkook's glass and his as well. Tae opens the dishes and Jungkook is clearly shocked by seeing Tae's effort in making all these dishes. Tae starts serving Jungkook and then serves himself. I hope you enjoy these. Jungkook nods and starts eating. The first bite in mouth felt like heaven. He has never eaten such delicious food in his life. But his frown made Tae worried. How's it? Jungkook, really good. Thank you, Jungkook. They also starts eating, satisfied that Jungkook liked it. You don't seem to speak much or even talk. Jungkook looks at Tae with a mouthful of bulgogi, and Tae giggles seeing that. Thank you, look cute, Jungkook she. Jungkook just keeps looking at Tae, not knowing what to say. Tae looks down at his plate, blushing because of Jungkook's intense gaze. If you don't mind, may I ask, what work do you do? Jungkook, nothing. He chuckles. You are funny. How can someone live in this world without doing something? Jungkook, I don't lie. Jungkook said a bit colder than earlier, and Tae straightens up. Okay, by the way, I'm a baker. I have opened a cafe down street, Tae's Kitchen. You can visit whenever you want to. Jungkook had a sudden curiosity about the cafe's name, but he didn't know how to ask. Jungkook, name is a bit weird. Jungkook didn't realize that he sounded rude and a bit judgmental, which might hurt Tae, but he is an introvert. He gets awkward. Tae laughs. Yeah, I know. Actually, my friends calls me Tete, so I kept this as the name. It sounds cute. Jungkook, just like you. Jungkook says under his breath, and they didn't seem to catch it. Did you say something? Jungkook, no. Okay, yes, I forgot to ask you. How were the brownies? Jungkook, good. Thank God. I was so worried that you might not like it. If you want, I'll pack some more. Jungkook, yeah, more. They smiles. I'll pack it for you when you will leave. Jungkook nods and continues eating like a baby. He was eating as if it was the first time he was tasting such food. Tae, be careful, you might choke. Jungkook glances at Tae and slowly eats the food out of embarrassment. Tae takes a sip of his wine and examines Jungkook. He was tall, had dark black hairs, muscled body, and those long tattooed fingers were giving him the feeling that he shouldn't be feeling for a stranger. How long have you been living here? Jungkook, 10 years. Oh, you must be quite young at that time. Jungkook shook his head and Tae frowns. Don't mind me, but what's your age? Jungkook stops eating and looks at Tae. Jungkook, 27. Oh, you don't look 27. I'm 23. that means you are my Young? Should I call you Young from now on? Jungkook, I don't mind. He smiles and ends his food by eating the last piece. Jungkook, can I have some more? They looks at Jungkook's empty stew bowl and surprisingly the container was also empty. They got up and went in the kitchen to bring some more for Jungkook. They am glad that you liked it so much. Jungkook, it's really good. The perks of being a culinary student. They just looks at Jungkook eating peacefully as he had already finished his. Jungkook felt a gaze and he looked at Tae who was caught looking at him. Jungkook, what? Tae, nothing. You eat. I'll bring dessert. Jungkook nods and Tae goes in kitchen to bring freshly made blueberry cheesecake by him. Till the time he came, Jungkook was done and was wiping the corner of his lips very elegantly. They placed the cheesecake in front of him and sat back on the chair. Jungkook, you made this? I made this today. Jungkook took the first bite and melted like an ice cream right over there. Jungkook, I have never had this delicious thing before. Lovely. This is the longest sentence that you have ever said till now. Jungkook, I'm not used to talk a lot. Jungkook, it's okay. Some people are like this. Now look at me. I talk non-stop. Jungkook chuckles and they acts shocked. They, oh my god, you laugh as well? I didn't know. Jungkook looks at they blankly. Jungkook, I'll go now. They, yeah, wait, let me give you some brownies. Jungkook waits for Tae to bring the brownies. Tae comes from the kitchen with a container full of brownies. Jungkook, thank you for the dinner. Jungkook bows and seeing him, they also bows. Jungkook left the house and they closed the door. He plops on his sofa and screams in a pillow. Oh my god, he was so hot. Holy yes, I am hard. Gotta finger myself. They rushed in the washroom and after completing his business, he got back in his room. He was going to close the curtains of his room's window, but he saw something. Is that Jungkook? He can see Jungkook's room through his window and saw Jungkook sitting in his balcony reading a book. He waved at him, calling him, but Jungkook didn't see or hear him, or did he? They bounced and closed the curtains as he wanted to lay on his bed after a long day. Oh god, I'm going crazy. He is so hot. I just want him to bend me over and do it. They closes his eyes and sleeps thinking he is alone in his house. There was Shadow with him, a dark crazy shadow which was now a part of Tae's life, which Tae cannot separate from himself. The shadow sat beside Tae and caressed his hairs. Shadow, look at you, so delicate. You would taste good as well. But don't worry, I won't do anything other. Then wait for the moment for you to come to me and trust me that you will be tied to me forever and no one can separate us. Just wait for few days, Tete. Dang opened his eyes and sat up on bed. With a jerk, he opened the lamp and saw his window open and wind blowing the curtains. He was breathing heavily and sweating badly. He saw the time. It was 3 a.m. What was that? I hope it's just a bad dream and nothing else. They again got up to close the window and saw something weird. That Jungkook was still in his balcony, reading a book. What is he doing for past 4 hours in his balcony? They ignores and goes back to sleep again after closing the window and curtains. Next day they woke up and immediately got ready as he has to rush to his cafe. They walked down street as it was not far away, just a block away from his house. It was a very nice area as it had a college and several offices, so it was good for his business to flourish. He opened his cafe and soon his friends also came. Jimin, hi Tae. Hi. Jimin, look whom I brought with me. Who? Tae now looks at Jimin keeping his broom aside. As he saw that person, he jumped in excitement. Jinyoung. They jumped on him, hugging him tightly. When did you return from America? Jin, yesterday. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Jin, me too, Bear. Look at you, so grown. Your brother wanted to meet you as well, but something urgent came. He said he'll come tomorrow. They tell him to come, otherwise, I will never talk with him. At least I have my sweet brother in law here with me. Jin smiles and pets Tae's hairs. Jen, don't say like this, Day. After your mom and dad demised, he was the one who raised you by his own. And now, if you won't talk to him, then he'll be sad. Day pouts and looks at Jin with teary eyes. He hugs Jin again, who hugs him back. They young, you're also my family. You also raised me. After Amma, but you both didn't leave my hand, and I'm very grateful for this. Jin, Bear, that's why I'm saying don't be angry from your young. He is really busy. He will promise to visit you tomorrow. Okay, I'll wait for him. Now, Young, you sit. I'll give you something to eat. No need, Bear. I have already eaten. I'll help you with your work today. Young, no. How can I make you work? Jimin, yes, Young. Tae's right. Jin, okay. So if you don't let me work, I'll leave. What, Young? No, you just came. Jin, then tell me what to do. Bake fresh cakes, and Jimin, you be the cashier as always. Jimin, yes, boss. They Trickles and Jin and they went in the kitchen. Jin, so how was your shifting in your new house? It was good and tiring as well. The neighborhood is a bit weird. They don't communicate. Jin laughs. Rich people. Yeah, I went to every house to give brownies, and I met a man yesterday. He lives in front of my house, and I invited him for dinner yesterday. Jin, oh really? How does he look? Jimin, I bet handsome. Jin and Dave flinches and looks back at Jimin, who was peeking his head through the kitchen curtains. Oh, he's a DILF. He is 4 years older than me. Jimin whistles. Ooh, a hot daddy with money, of course. That's Tae's type. Jimin says, now finally coming inside the kitchen. Hey, it's not like that. Jin, hey Jimina, don't tease my poor child. Jimin, sorry today, but I didn't lie. Yeah. Jimin runs out and Jin laughs. Jin, by the way, what's his name? John Jungkook? Jin, sorry, what? His name is John Jungkook. Jin, oh, does he have brown eyes? Yeah, how do you know? Jin, no, I didn't know. I was just guessing. Does he have a mole under his lips? Yes, yeah, wow, you're so good in guessing. They shocked, but Jin is more shocked. Jin, I left Huey alone at home. I think I should go. Oh, okay. They get sad, but Huey is a small baby. She needs her mother. Jin, don't be sad, Bear. I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll bring Huey as well, okay? Really? Jin, yes, now I'll go, okay? They nods and Jin pecks Tae's forehead before leaving in a hurry. At Namjoon's house, Jin, Namjoon, where are you? Namjoon came out of his home office while on call. He immediately hangs up, seeing Jin's mortified look. Namjoon, what happened? Why do you look so pale? Jin, it's about Jungkook. Namjoon, okay, first sit and drink some water. Namjoon passes Jin a glass of water from coffee table and makes him sit. Namjoon, okay, now tell me. Jin, I went to meet Tae and he told about his experience about shifting into new neighborhood. And guess what? Namjoon, he met Jungkook. Jin, yeah, I bet Jungkook knows who Tae is, otherwise why would he agree to have dinner with him? Namjoon, wait a minute, I'm unable to catch up. Jin, they went to give brownies around his neighborhood, and he met Jungkook because he lives in front of his house, and he invited Jungkook over. Namjoon, there is no way they met. Jin gets frustrated and tears up. As for Namjoon, he grabs his hair in frustration. Jin, we tried so hard for them to not meet, and now look at what destiny did. Namjoon, you should go talk to him. Jin, who? Jungkook? Namjoon, yes, only you can talk to him. Jin, he despises me, Namjoon. He did never talk to me. Namjoon, he loved you a lot, and we cannot stay angry from the one we love for this long. Jin, he used to love me, now he wouldn't even want to see my face. Namjoon holds Jin's palm and rubs at them with his trumpet soothingly. Namjoon, don't lose hopes. You are Kim Sok Jin. Jin, are you sure it will work? I mean, we haven't seen each other for like 97 years. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. About this. Okay, so this is a new series that I am dropping today on Jungkook's birthday, and I will continue this till the end. And by that time, I might get new ideas for the old series, the one about the Lord of Underworld themes birthday. I hope that I get some new ideas for it. I do have the base of the story, but I don't know how to conduct it. So I'll be trying to make it very good for you all. But I hope that you enjoy this one because this is ready. I'll upload every Sunday for you all to enjoy. So I hope that you all will like it in future. And till then, see you in next episode. Till then, Borahe.